Ferdinand de Bargos.
It was late evening at Buckingham Palace, and the guests were arriving for the Queen's dinner party to celebrate the coming of age of her favourite corgi, Shafty Boy. The invitation had failed to specify dress, so people came as they thought appropriate.
Lords and ladies, pray be seated for the Queen's corgi.
And you do, I'm the Minister for Agriculture.
I've never eaten corgi before. I wonder what it tastes like. Gosh, it tastes like Max pea.
Nice. Oh, is that the corgi?
You'd think you'd be able to afford knives and forks, wouldn't you?
But outside, a major drama was unfolding that would rock the monarchy.
Royal Corgi Guard! Shafty Boy's gone missing! Find him!
Oh, sorry.
Meanwhile, at the offices of the well-known tabloid newspaper, the Daily Scoop, they were blissfully unaware of the Shafty Boy story, as they were of just about any other story. The newsroom buzzed with sloth and idleness.
Is this the latest rip from Andrew Lloyd Webber? I'll put it with the others.
It's getting ridiculous. We've libelled so many people, we're having to print a whole supplement just for the apologies. I mean, we've said sorry so many times, we've run out of S's.
As the latest issue rolled off the presses, there was an air of expectant disinterest.
I got my string ready.
The morning edition hit the streets at 7 in the evening.
Daily Scoop.
Oh, crap. The Daily Scoop, please. How bad is it today?
Probably the worst one yet, Davy.
Oh, goody. I've got to show this to the chaps. Smelly cow. Give us a scoop, mate. Don't tell anyone, eh?
So you read the Scoop, you?
Yeah.
Is that the colour supplement there?
Yes.
It is, yes. Are you a regular reader? Regular reader?
Quite a while, yes.
Yeah.
About 4 years, is it?
It's only been going for 3.
Yeah, I don't think so, yeah. That's right, yeah.
Well, she reads it. I mean, I don't read it. She's addicted to trash, you see.
Dear boyfriend.
News of the latest disastrous edition of the paper filtered through the seething back streets of London to the journalistic watering hole.
Can I have some service, please? Hello, Doreen.
John.
Pint of scotch. Pint of scotch.
What?
I'm on the wagon today.
Still working on Scoop?
Oh, it's so bad they're going to have to sack half the report.
That's what I've heard. Good tell what they're doing.
I left just in time.
So did I. How about you, chum?
Get her another drink.
Oh, it's all right.
Yes, you only had 15 pints.
Whatever say.
Your mother.
Cheers.
As feature editor of the Daily Scoop, what do you think of its standard of journalism?
Well, I wouldn't like to say, really.
This business of having a supplement every day of the week, do you think that's too ambitious?
No, yes. I would think, but I think when it started having a supplement to its supplements, that was a mistake, in my opinion. Well, that's just me speaking. At the press council, the Scoop was facing more problems.
Gentlemen, they've got libel writs up to here. We must be severe.
Yes, tell them not to do it again.
All right, let's get on with the case. Come on, Wiggy.
Yes, my lord. The charge is that the Daily Scoop did willfully and maliciously libel a Mr. Mickey Mouse under the headline Cartoon Queen in Rent Boy Den of Lust Shame.
All right, don't go on. Let's hear the defence. No refuting that. Fabulous.
They libelled me, you know. They call me the Soho Porn Princess. As a typical half-naked man in the snow, what do you think?
I think I should sack the editor.
And the very next day, the Scoop's editor turned up to find himself without a desk. At first he thought it was part of the paper's clean desk policy, but then the terrible truth dawned on him. He had been sacked. Meanwhile, the search was still on for Shafty Boy.
Hold your breath, love. Hold your breath.
Cards in tobacconists' windows around Buckingham Palace produced no response. As later dinner guests arrived, news spread through the palace.
Hold your breath. What you say?
Where do you think Shafty Boy is?
In the pie, brother, the truth of it.
Keep this payment clear.
Can't you find the corgi?
You're already, mate. Look somewhere else. Look in your sentry box.
Silly, isn't it?
Sentry box, matey.
Police had been drafted in from all over the country and billeted together in large estates to facilitate coordination to search for Shafty Boy. Well, look here, Cliff. Here comes Desmond.
Hello, Cliff. See, you're not wearing your raincoat draped over the shoulder in the new fashionable style.
Meanwhile, in the throbbing offices of the Daily Scoop, a new editor had been drafted in and was just finding his feet.
Right, Deborah, new broom. I want a pastrami with dill pickles, a custard Danish. Oh, and I'm relaunching the paper. I want you to conduct a survey to find out what the readers want.
Custard Danish. What would you like to see in the newspaper?
Sixpenny worth of chips, that'll do me.
I think they should have more things for young people, because young people are young and like young things.
We'd like to see more interviews with TV soap stars about their glamorous home lives and loves and such like celebrities of that sort. Thank you. Thank you. What would you like to see?
I would like to see responsible reporting of people who make holes in the snow.
Soon, the revamped Daily Scoop was being relaunched with a glamorous new approach.
Oh, that's lovely. Give us the evil in the eyes. Right, straight across now. Give it a bit of movement. Lovely. Now, let's have one with the bride's mother.
And reporters were flocking to join. I know you.
No, bugger off.
Don't look now, though.
I know.
But there's a ghastly bloke over there wearing a duffel coat. Who is he?
He's a green correspondent.
Barman.
You're covering what story?
The royal dog.
Oh, Fergie.
Rushdie.
Russia's doing a cookery column.
This new scoop's selling very well.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing very well out of that scoop. Yeah, he's selling up his business. News
The
vendor.
relaunch has been very good for business.
£150,000. Look. Look.
Soon, the newly relaunched paper was a major talking point.
Haven't seen the new scoop. Major talking point, isn't it?
And in the Fleet Street bars, hacks were turning tail and rejoining the paper that they once couldn't wait to leave.
Just reach in there and steal his drink for me.
So, you're feature editor of the new scoop.
Well, it's better than working, isn't it?
It's amusing. So you'll be following the big news stories now, will you? Will you be following them? The news stories?
Definitely.
Back at the Soaraway Scoop, an important story was breaking.
What is about to crash? And how you spell an aeroplane?
High above the Atlantic, flight XJ6 from Yucatan was having problems.
Sandy, 4 snow geese have flown simultaneously into our engines. Could be landing early.
Is that the radio problem line? Yes, I'm a first-time caller and I've got a problem with 4 engines on a jet airliner.
At the Scoop, aeronautical stringers were brought in to give the inside story on the impending plane crash.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, I'm a bit of an expert, and I will be giving you some technical information for your press stories. Now, the valve on the engine could have stuck here, or indeed the widget sprocket could have gone here. However, the most likely cause is the deltoid sprocket mechanism. Does that answer your questions?
Can you tell the paper what is the problem in this type of aircraft?
Well, Jim, you got too many clocks. You got the time in Paris here, time in Melbourne here. He doesn't know which clock to look at. And he's got a problem with knobs. Too many knobs in the front, and far too many, I feel, in the back.
There are too many knobs so it'll crash. Right, I'll tell the editor.
At the palace, there was still no sign of Shafty Boy, although there were rumours that he had run off with a common mongrel with whom he was infatuated.
Fondle your breasts, fondle your breasts. No, I've done you better. Fondle your breasts. That's right, I'll get to all of you. I'll come be the other side in a minute. Fondle your breasts.
As more refreshment was delivered to the party guests, the Queen's own private Corgi investigators were conducting a house-to-house search.
Could us, pray tell us true, if Shafty Boy is known to you? If you have seen him, then tell us where. If not, give us a glass to your finest beer. A beer.
Good gentlemen, I'll have the Jew who please to trust test this latest brew. It's good strong ale of hops and malts. I'll trust the Jew will find no fault.
Well, drink it now for your delight, and look for Shafty another night. Cheers.
Meanwhile, police were paw-printing every dog in Britain to eliminate them from their inquiries.
All right, son. Nina's clean. Back out on the streets there, will you?
In the red lamppost districts which Shafty Boy was known to frequent, dog-catching squads were pulling in all the local prostitutes.
Come on, girl. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Push off, you bloody pimp.